livelihood program to purchase livestock, aiding their reintegration into society. The initiative, supported by the Gahilngan City Task Force to End Local Communities Armed Conflict and 62nd Infantry Battalion, aligns with the government's efforts under Executive Order Number 70 for Sustainable Peace.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
Officials from 5 municipalities in Maguindanao del Sur handed over 38 assorted high-powered and low-powered firearms to the 33rd Infantry Battalion. It was amidst the significant move to curb the proliferation of loose firearms in the Bangsamoro region. The surrendered weapons, including mortars, grenade launchers, and submachine guns, were part of the Balik Baril program, which supports efforts to reduce illegal firearms. Relatedly, Western Mindanao Command Commander Lieutenant General William Gonzalez praised the initiative, calling it a vital step toward peace and security in the region.
Armed Forces Radio.
We have a report coming in about Defense Secretary calls for upholding rule of law amidst geopolitical tensions. Go for the details, Emmy.
Yes, Rof, Department of National Defense, Secretary of National Defense Gilberto C. Chodoro Jr. emphasized the importance of the rule of law in addressing geopolitical tensions in the Indo-Pacific, particularly in the West Philippine Sea. This was his message during the Philippine Bar Association's 132nd Foundation Day. He urged for the development of international public law advocates and highlighted the need for modern defense investments and reforms in national security laws. Moreover, Secretary Chodoro also called for the legal community's support in defending the Philippines' maritime claims and sovereignty. This is Ami reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Ami.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
For other news, the Remote Area Medical Philippines provided medical services to 700 residents in Sulu during a 2-day outreach program. The said organization partnered with local government and military organizations. The program held in Barangay Lahing-Lahing, Omar and Barangay Tubig Puti, Luok aimed to improve the healthcare access for the Tausug community. It also addressed the medical needs and fostered community development.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
Advocates urge the stronger efforts to build a culture of harmony in the Philippines, a nation affected by various conflicts on the International Day of Peace. Presidential Peace Advisor Carlito Galvez Jr. emphasized the importance of dialogue and cooperation, reaffirming the government's commitment in resolving internal armed conflicts. He also called for addressing the root causes of conflict, such as poverty and inequality, and highlighted the President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s focus on promoting peace, justice, and inclusivity nationwide.
Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, let us hear from Beth Taniete about Philippine fleet leaders join Central Luzon Human Rights Caravan, signed commitment to human rights.
Philippine fleet leaders participated in the Kalakaran 2024 Human Rights Education and Promotion Caravan organized by the Commission on Human Rights at Camp Captain Julian Olivas and San Fernando, Pampanga. The events aimed at raising awareness and the human rights conducted with the ceremonial signing of a commitment to uphold and protect human rights in the region. Relatedly, key representatives from the Philippine Fleet joined other uniformed sectors leaders in this significant initiative. This is Beth Tanieta reporting for the EFP Community News, 1 EFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Beth Taniete.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The Armed Forces of the Philippines assisted the Department of Education in delivering more than 2,000 digital devices to schools across the country as part of DepEd's computerization program. Led by AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr., the military transported laptops, televisions, and other digital tools to Region 7, Caraga, and Region 10. DepEd expressed gratitude to the AFP for helping address logistical challenges and speeding up the distribution of essential educational materials.
DWDD National News.
For our national news, the House of Representatives is determined to approve the 2025 General Appropriations Bill on third and final reading before it goes on a break. House Speaker Martin Romualdez said the lower chamber was treating the national spending program with urgency without sacrificing transparency. Romualdez explained that approving the bill before the recess on Wednesday would give the Senate enough time to scrutinize the budget. He also emphasized that next year's spending legislation will serve as our tool for sustained economic development for the country.
Armed Forces Radio.
For other updates, let us hear the details about AFP launches Peace Symposium Caravan for National Peace Consciousness Month. Go ahead, Bea.
Yes, Rolf, the Armed Forces of the Philippines, through its Peace and Development Office, kicked off its Peace Symposium Caravan in Lipa City, Batangas. The said activity was part of the celebration of National Peace Consciousness Month with the theme Winning Peace and Stability, Empowering Minds, Enabling Transformation. The initiative aims to promote peace and security across the country. Navy Captain Norsal Di Maporo emphasized the AFP's critical role in the peace process during the event. Moreover, the caravan will conclude today at the Philippine Military Academy in Baguio City. This is Beatrice reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Bea.
DWDD National News.
The Philippine Statistics Authority reported that more than 90 million Filipinos have already registered for the National ID program, achieving 97.8% of PSA's 92 million target registrations. PSA Undersecretary Claire Dennis Mapa said that the agency will continue to make national ID registration easy and accessible for all. They aim to make the national ID the top-of-mind valid proof of identity for Filipinos. Last week, PSA Assistant National Association Emily Pagader said the government is targeting to have the entire population registered with the national ID system by next year.
DWDD National News.
The Philippine Health Insurance Corporation will shoulder its members' prescription glasses, crutches, walkers, and wheelchairs starting next year. House Deputy Majority Leader Erwin Tulfo said that this is upon the request from Speaker Martin Romualdez to PhilHealth officials. Tulfo explained that senior citizens and persons with disabilities, that is why Romualdez has proposed the PhilHealth also provide for the glasses and mobility aids. Last Thursday, Tulfo and Romualdez met with PhilHealth officials led by its President Emmanuel Ledesma.
Armed Forces Radio.
From First CRG, let us hear some information from Joanne about thousands of young aspirants willing to serve the country take PMAE in Nolcom.
Thousands of aspiring youth showed their desire to serve the country by joining the Philippine Military Academy entrance examination held in various testing centers in North and Central Luzon on September 20 to 21, 2024. The entrance exam marks the beginning of the selection process for young men and women aspiring to join the academy, and it's an annual entrance examination to identify the most promising candidates who will undergo the academy's demanding education and training programs. Erwilyn Rose Aguilar, a PMA cadet aspirant and a criminology student from Paniki, Tarlac, said that it was her dream to be a soldier and be the first in the family, but above all, she wanted to help and serve and protect the country. She also left a message to all the aspirants to strive to enter the service not just to be admired by other people, but to serve what is right for the people. Discipline also inspires Zeus Daniel Gamboa, a tourism student, to join the PMA entrance exam. He said that he likes the idea of being a soldier and the training and discipline discipline that can hone him to serve the country. Christian Anderson Diaz, a grade 12 student, also said in an interview that he wanted to join the academy because he was inspired by the strong sense of responsibility of the soldiers in serving the nation, and what they do is part of their service to God and the people. The flock of aspirants who joined the PMA entrance examination demonstrated the people's trust to the AFP and their strong desire to serve the country. The Philippine Military Academy is the premier military academy in the Philippines, established in 1905, and it is renowned for producing graduates who excel in leadership positions within the armed forces of the Philippines and other branches of government. This is John Sagaok reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Joanne from First CRG.
DWDD National News.
Moving on to another story, Senate President Francis Escudero expressed the confidence that more Filipino seafarers would benefit the Magna Carta of Filipino Seafarers. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. signed the Magna Carta of Filipino Seafarers this morning. Escudero noted that the law will ensure the protection of the rights and welfare of Filipino seafarers. He also explained no Filipino seafarer will be left behind when something happens to them while they are performing their duties, whether legal or medical.
DWDD National News.
The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority maintained that Metro Manila traffic is still far from being the worst in the world. Caloocan's 2nd District Representative Mitch Kahayon Uy, the designated budget sponsor of the MMDA's proposed 2025 budget during the plenary debate, said the Metro Manila has the 15th worst traffic in the world. This is based on the MMDA statistics. Kahayunui specifically pointed out that the average speed in Metro Manila is 24.46 kilometers per hour despite a traffic volume of 3.6 million vehicles per day. He also noted that Thailand's traffic is worse than the country.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
Let us hear more from Sena about JDF Bicolandia joins Peña Francia Festival Military Parade in Naga City.
Yes, Rolf. The Joint Task Force Bicolandia took part in the Bicol Regional Military Parade on September 20 at Plaza Quezon, Naga City in celebration of the Peña Francia Festival. The parade highlighted the strength and readiness of military units and other participants in the region. Leading the JTFB contingent were infantry units from the 9th Infantry Battalion and Division's reconnaissance companies, accompanied by the 9th Infantry Division Marching Band and Drill Masters. Armored vehicles from the 21st Cavalry Company and the 105th MM Howitzer from the Charlie Battery of the 5th Field Artillery Battalion further demonstrated military power. The Emergency Response Company, Service Support Battalion, and Medical Company also joined, emphasizing the military's role in both combat operations and humanitarian missions. Marching alongside the troops of the 9ID were personnel from the Tactical Operations Group 5 of the Philippine Air Force and the Naval Force Southern Luzon, symbolizing unity in honoring the festival and the people of Bicol. JTFB's participation in the Peña Francia Festival Parade reflects their commitment to safeguard the region, maintain peace and security while actively engaging in the cultural life of the Bicolano community. This is Sana from Solcom reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Sena from Solcom.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
Let's hear our report on the ground about NSC engages in West Philippine Sea security talks at Ateneo de Davao University. Go on for the details, Jay.
Yes, Rup. The National Security Council participated in Ateneo de Davao University's Bantay Dagat discussion on West Philippine Sea security issues. NSC Deputy Director General Benjamin R. Madrigal Jr. emphasized the Council's commitment in addressing national security concerns through collaboration with academic institutions. The event gathered experts and academics to discuss maritime security, international law, and regional stability in the contested waters. This is Jay Canyo reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
The 58
Thank you, Jay Canyo.
DWDD National News.
For other development story, the Department of Transportation once again postponed its plan to impose penalties on motorists who violate loading regulations on expressways in Metro Manila and nearby regions. The plan was supposed to be implemented last August 31, but it was moved to October 1. Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista said the implementation of policy would again be moved and will be enforced next year. He explained that the agency is taking time for a thorough review to ensure these solutions meet motorists' needs.
DWDD National News.
Philippine National Police Chief General Romel Francisco Marbil has ordered local police units to intensify preparations for the 2025 elections. Marbil reminded every officer that political neutrality is a core responsibility. He maintained that they should not allow themselves to be influenced or used by politicians. The PNP chief also warned that any form of political interference, whether direct or indirect, will be met with swift and decisive action.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
Let us hear more updates from Jimboy about 58 IB and partners conduct anti-terrorism lecture for rescued individuals in Misamis Oriental.
The 58th Infantry di Malalupig Battalion conducted a lecture on the Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020 or Republic Act number 11479 in Villanueva, Misamis Oriental. The same activity was in partnership with the Misamis Oriental Police Provincial Office. Relatedly, the participants were rescue individuals undergoing the 10 days reconciliation and eradication program. The session aimed to educate participants on preventing terrorism and reintegrating them into mainstream society. This is Jimboy reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you so much, Jimboy.
Armed Forces Radio Report.
From Westcom, more updates from Junes about Western Command leads West Philippine Sea Atin to mural competition at Holy Trinity University.
The Western Command, through the 6 Civil Relations Group, launched the West Philippine Sea Atinto Mural Competition last weekend at Holy Trinity University in Puerto Princesa, Palawan. With the theme, Ating Karagatan, Ating Karapatan, Ating Kinabukasan, the event aimed to promote awareness and foster unity among Filipinos, particularly the youth, in supporting the country's position on the ongoing West Philippine Sea dispute. In partnership with various organizations including Peace Palawan, Kadre Palawan, JCI Kiao, Piglas Palawan, Lakambini, SPAT Philippines, Mata ng Bayan, Samako, Nika Palawan, CCTW, UMS, Batang Atleta, and other people's organizations, the event highlighted the importance of national sovereignty and the protection of the country's maritime rights. The colorful murals painted by local artists and students depicted images of the West Philippine Sea and the nation's resolve to protect its territorial waters. Through art, the competition expressed the Filipino people's unity in upholding their rights and ensuring a secure and prosperous future. The murals captured by local government representatives, foreigners, street photographers, and local media in Palawan reflect not only artistic expression but also the public's growing awareness and concern for the country's maritime issues. Participants and organizers alike expressed their hopes that the event would inspire more citizens to engage in peaceful advocacies, especially the youth, in addressing pressing national issues. And that's the latest update. This is Private Pelayo reporting for AFP Community News. 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, June Pelayo.
DWDD National News.
Camarines Sur 2nd District Representative Lorey Villafuerte commended the Commission on Elections for its timely release of the digital campaign rules, specifically on artificial intelligence and deepfakes. Villafuerte said the COMELEC officials have a good handle on monitoring and blocking digital disinformation and misinformation in the run-up to the campaign season for the elections in May 2025. Villafuerte emphasized that although the use of AI technology in government processes can certainly improve the delivery of public services, there is still a need for safeguards. The filing of the certificate of candidacy will be on October 1 to 8.
DWDD National News.
6 out of 10 Filipinos support the proposals to amend the economic provisions of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. This is based on a survey conducted by market research company Tangere. The survey results show that 61.4% of Filipinos support the proposed constitutional amendment, a slight increase from the previous month's 60.9%. Northern Luzon and Central Luzon showed the highest support, while Mindanao and Bicol region showed lower support. The survey was conducted from September 18 to 20.
Armed Forces Radio. Report.
More updates from First CRG. Let us hear some information from Maljoy about CRS AFP uplifts morale of warrior diplomats through world-class facility.
Yes, Rof, the Civil Relations Service Armed Forces of the Philippines gathered on September 20, 2024 for a momentous occasion, the blessing of the newly renovated transient facility of the 12th Civil Military Operations Unit, 1st Civil Relations Group CRS AFP at Camp Allen, Baguio City. The blessing was led by Major General Ramon P. Sagala, Philippine Army, Commander of CRS AFP, with Lieutenant Colonel Ray Victor V. Vigo, CHS, Chaplain in charge of Santo Niño Chapel, Camp Henry T. Allen, Baguio City, who officiated the blessing of the newly renovated facility. The renovation marks an important new chapter for the unit, providing a more comfortable and secured environment for the AFP personnel who dedicate their lives to serving the nation. It stands as a testament to the commitment of the AFP to the welfare of the soldiers, ensuring they have a world-class space to rest, recharge, and prepare for their crucial roles in civil military operations. Major General Ramon P. Sagala, Philippine Army, pinned military merit medals and presented letters of commendation to the dedicated AFP personnel who share their skills and technical expertise in the renovation and improvement of the transient facility. A plaque of recognition was also presented to Mr. John Louis Marcelo, Marketing Executive of Pacific Paint Poison Philippines, and an esteemed civilian stakeholder whose contributions were instrumental for the completion of the renovation. The CRS AFP extends its heartfelt gratitude to everyone who played a role in the successful renovation of this billeting facility and to continue to move forward with renewed strength and commitment for the greater good of the armed forces and the nation. This is Mel Nash reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Maljoy.
Armed Forces Radio. Report.
From Pasig City, more updates from Ella Mercado about Pasig CPS holds a basic life support and first aid training.
A basic life support and standard first aid training for PNP personnel was successfully held in Pasig City. The activity is in collaboration with the Pasig City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office and Office of Special Operation Network for Assistance and Rescue, or SONAR. The said 3 days training aims to strengthen the partnership between the authorities and the community in maintaining peace and order in Pasig City. According to Police Captain Rizal Guevara of Station Community Affairs and Development Section, that their initiative also aims to equip their police personnel with essential life-saving skills, ensuring preparedness to respond effectively in any emergencies, which is also a vital component strategy promoting public safety. Guevara encouraged their community to remain cooperative and sportive, especially in their peace programs in line to government's national campaign, Bagong Pilipinas. This is Ella Mercado reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Ella Mercado from Pasig City.
DWDD National News.
Places Conversion Development Authority has partnered with the Korean government agency, National Agency for Administrative City Construction. This is for urban planning, smart city development, green energy, and smart administrative systems of the New Clark City, or NCC. In a statement, the BCDA said it signed a memorandum of agreement with NAACC to further develop the 9,450 hectares of land in NCC in Capas, Tarlac. Both parties would also facilitate the knowledge exchange and allow experts to help in the city's transformation.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And that's all for today's broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us, especially to our audience in our Facebook page, AFP Radio DWDD. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more updates, same time and same station. Again, this is Ralph Susan for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas.